They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught close to the marker, it's Hudson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. When you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
Holder finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Pulls and fires complete. breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
In football, you hit the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. He's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off. And
he's going to score. Touchdown Sooners. Getting set for the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Fizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Looking for space. It's Green. Nice move there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Missouri wants to go fast.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. It's Madison. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 25. 3.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. Really good throw and a better catch to pick up a chunk of yardage.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to...
He's going to let it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Rush is on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat in. Down he goes again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they...
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Nelson. He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. A little screen to the running back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got a man. It's Hudson. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Nelson. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play,
that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming right at the pick.
Plows through the defense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Caught behind the line. It's Bernard. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Tigers are flying down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Red pass, it's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw again. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Running into the open space. Quarterback's got the first. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He's got it on the right. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. He's got the back in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
He's got him this time. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at 39 before he goes out of bounds. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. What a disappointment. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nelson. They're setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. Sprinting away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Missouri wants to go fast. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. 5 finds his tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced.
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab at the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, first and 10. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Missouri wants to go fast.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Fleming. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Fizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Fizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but still a good game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick completion on the out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Fleming. Touchdown, Oklahoma! to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Central Michigan is going to walk off the field there in Mount Pleasant with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So Missouri will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now. And
he makes the catch at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter.
Big guy tries to barrel in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give them as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it